Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings to the universe. All praises go to the Most High. Hashe, Hashe, Hashe. I am Queen. Yes, that's my name. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe as well. I'm tripping out because the spirit literally would not let me do what I want to do until I do what God wants me to do, okay? Which is only logical. So I got to get this video out. I was supposed to do this video last night, and things happened. It was stalled, and now I'm getting ready to do the video, okay? Well, I'm doing it. So let's get it. I want to talk about love spells, okay? In my previous videos, y'all heard me mention it here and there. That's a very, very bad thing, okay? That's a very, very bad thing. If someone comes to me and they ask me to put a love spell on someone, I'm going to turn them around. And they're going to go right back out their door, because when it all turn out bad, I'm not going to have those negative spirits attacking me, because that's against law. It's very against law. You're taking someone's free will when you put love spells on someone. And me, personally, I wouldn't want someone, like, how do you know if they really love you? And obviously they don't really love you if you have to put a spell on them. You messing up the cycle, clearly. So that's why love spells do not always end up good. They don't end up good at all, okay? Put it that way. Like I said, you're taking over someone's free will. It was a guy and a girl put a love spell on him, and he did not know she had a love spell on him. This guy could not go to work. He didn't want her to leave the house unless he was leaving with her. It got very, very dangerous and very serious until he figured out. He went somewhere and figured out, oh, this girl has a love spell on me. That's what he figured out. So he went to someone to get it off. And tell me why this girl became crazy and tried, like, she became obsessed with him. It about drove her crazy, because you're going against law, okay? So love spells is a big no-no. If you want someone to love you and they don't love you, that's the universe only showing you that they're not for you, okay? That's all. And I know y'all hear me talk about how the universe pushes out things that does not serve our purpose. How are you keeping a man or a woman basically under control, in love, thinking they're in love? Because it's not love. There's a bunch of demonic spirits when you do love spells, okay? It's a trick of the mind. But you get a man or a woman and you do these things to them. You also got to be careful who you're playing with, because everybody, you don't know who everybody is. You don't know. You don't know what's backing them up, who backing them up. Like, can't just go around doing elfery to people, because it's going to come back on you. And so I'm going to tell y'all a story of how I realized love spells are real. So I'm trying to figure out where to start, y'all. It's a long story, but I'm going to make it short. So I met my husband. And when I met my husband, I met his mother, which is my mother-in-law, and I talk about her in my other videos, the witch. And I'm not even bashing her, but yes, she's a witch, okay? And you check my previous videos out, you'll see why. How I found out she was a witch, okay? So anyway, so when I met him, she was telling me about a girl my husband used to be with, and he was a teenager. They kept asking me, oh, you know this girl? Do you know this girl? And I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to know this girl. And so I'm like, no, I don't know her. So she had a boy and a girl. I had a boy and a girl. I found out she had a boy and a girl, and I have a boy and a girl. And I didn't ask questions about this person because I didn't know them. She used to just tell me straight out about this person. She did not talk good about this person at all. She used to talk about how she used to keep my husband's face scratched up. He couldn't talk to girls. She was running up trying to fight them. It was just ridiculous because there was a love spell. She put a love spell. People fix spaghetti, okay? And they put, their dirt in it, is what I'm going to say. And even Kool-Aid, even cake, you got to watch. Do not eat these people food, okay? Don't go around eating these people food because what you put in is hard to take out. So she was feeding him spaghetti and Kool-Aid. He was like 18, 19. He didn't know. He like, So his mom was like, she feeds you spaghetti and Kool-Aid all the time. And he like, yeah. This girl was who doing him? And he didn't even know it. So long story short, when he fell in love and got married, and he married me. He married Queen. I'm a different type of female, okay? They not like me. Like, I'm a different type of female. And so people would ask him because neither one of the children was that girl's. He found out. The boy and the girl, neither one was his. His mother is the one who got the DNA test, and she would love to brag about that to me. I'm like, okay. If it wasn't for her and her ways, he would have been stuck. He would have been stuck with that black-hearted person. And from what I heard, she is a black-hearted person. And what I seen later, she's a black-hearted person. So people wait till you're down. I know y'all know about this, how people act, how people don't miss you till you're gone, and all kind of things. And she wanted to send messages to my husband. That's when he started getting tested. And they're like, you remember this girl? Yeah, I remember her. So, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, child. She still tells people that that her son is his to this day because she haven't ever been able to find the father. But these are the things that my mother-in-law told me, okay? And they came out my husband's mouth. I wasn't there when it happened. I do not know this person. I'm not trying to bash this person. I'm just trying to tell y'all how these love spells work. Okay? So I hadn't ever knew her. I only seen her one time. And that's when my mother-in-law showed me her. Okay? And she shouldn't have seen me at all, put it that way. So my mother-in-law, she doesn't want anybody to be with her son. It goes all the way back. She didn't even like this girl. And this girl didn't want him to leave. She'll call the police. This girl didn't want him to leave. She'll jump on the car. He told me one time she rolled the car and was beating on it. And he pulled up in the yard with his sisters and she calmed down, got down. But she had did that love spell. It had her obsessed. It had her going crazy. It had him tripping at first. But your ancestors, they always gonna step in. Okay? And me, who I am, nobody wants to mess with my husband. Because people don't look at marriage as being sacred, but you tie the knot. That's some real stuff. Okay? You done tied the knot. And these days, people just going around getting married just to get married. So, anyway, that's a whole different story. So, I'm going to stay on track. So, these love spells are real. Like I said, don't be eating people food, all that, because people are evil. People are wicked. And they do not care. You will have people even people want other people, men and women, putting things on them. Like, you got to watch. You got to stay protected. That's the most important thing. Keep the Most High first and everything else will fall in place. For real, stay protected. But later, this girl started to stalk my page. This is years and years later, because my husband is 11 years older than me, right? So this is years and years later, okay? And for me, this is like 3 or 4 years later. 3 or 4 years ago. So I had an Instagram page. That's the Instagram page that I told y'all about, that I was almost at 10K. I had put a lot of work into that page, and that page later got hacked. But this girl was on my page. She don't know who I am. While she was on my page, my mother-in-law on my page, and whoever is on my page, my Instagram page, I was on there too. I knew when they were scrolling. I knew what they were looking at. I knew how they was thinking about it while they were looking at it. And you have a lot of people who get jealous, and jealousy is real. And you can clearly tell if someone is jealous or not, because that's the one that's worried and running their mouth, okay? And the one who ain't jealous, they sitting back chilling. Jealousy is a real demon. I don't mess with jealousy, okay? Because we all different. I love to love, okay? I'm for peace. So anyway, I didn't want no beef with this girl. I didn't even know this girl. But later, when I fell out with my mother-in-law, because my mother-in-law, people always want to dip their, noses where it don't go. And when misery loves company, okay? And when things aren't working out for them, she got that witch tongue, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. She got that witch tongue. So somehow she had this girl thinking, I was talking about this years and years later, okay? This girl went from 15 and now she's what? 40 something, okay? That's how long it is. And she knew this girl still had that spell on her because of what she did in the past. Like I said, you can't just go putting spells on people, because it will get returned to sender when they find out. So, whew. Cause I'm channeling y'all. So many messages going through my brain. This is crazy. Cause sometimes I can't believe that I went through the things I went through. But she was bothered, okay? It got so bad they started talking about my complexion. They started talking about, they were bashing me like I'm ugly or something, y'all. I'm like, okay. I'm like, they just hating. But sometimes it gets so aggravating, it'll make you want to react. But, whew. Yeah, I had to do a lot of shadow work with that, y'all. Okay, so with all those people. So anyway, the Instagram page, she was on there. I had Yahweh at the top of my page. I had YHWH. And Spirit told me, oh, your mother-in-law on your page. She on your page. They on your page. So Spirit always gives confirmation. My confirmation was when I saw my mother-in-law. And, well, my husband talked to her, because I wasn't messing with her no more. I don't do witches. Because all they want to do is Houdini you, okay? I don't have time for witches. I'm trying to prosper. So she says, Yahweh. And he like, you don't know Yahweh. He walks off after that. I'm like, yeah, that's clarity right there. They was all on my page. They got mad when they saw my sister-in-law on my page and started hitting her. It was just crazy, y'all. So that's how love spells do. If you don't get rid of them, it will drag you down. It'll drive you crazy. But when you return to sender, it's gonna drive them crazy. And you rather for it to drive them crazy, the person that did it, than to drive you crazy. Right? You would rather for it to drive them crazy instead of yourself. So just know that these things are real. And I seen it with my own eyes. Because when it's years and years later, I'm not gonna have the same energy. Like, this girl was outraged. And it was kind of crazy, because who knows how many men you talk to in between then, and you still worried about this man with the wife. He done got married, and you still worried about this man with the wife. That's a whole love spell. And my mother-in-law, even, man, she would talk about this all the time. He go down there eating her spaghetti, eating her Kool-Aid, and drinking her Kool-Aid. I'm like, oh. So they were telling me things that I didn't know. And I was like, wow. I said, yep, I didn't eat spaghetti. I'm not really a spaghetti type person. Only time we cook spaghetti is when my husband wants to fix it because he loves spaghetti. I don't do it. I like baked ziti. I like things like that. I like pasta. So that being said, like, stop trusting everybody. You can't trust men. Trust the Most High. That's the only one you can trust. Put it that way. You can't trust men because men's thoughts are vital. And what a person wants, they'll be queer with it and they'll try to get it. And me, I want someone to love me for who I am. I want real love. I didn't want, that's weird. I don't want somebody under a spell because that's fake. That's not real. So anything you see coming from me or around me, it is real. For real, we all about love. So take everything that I said in, leave them love spells alone. I wouldn't ever help anybody do a love spell. I'm like, turn around, go back out that door. We do court cases. We do um we do things for the good. We do, okay. When I say court cases, I mean that's our justice, okay? Every time we find justice, every time we look for justice, we find justice. So you go to the court and you need help with something and you need your innocence declared, the spirit is going to do it for you. We help healing, okay, because you need healing. Sometimes people's hands are broken, their money hands, from people taking their blessings, and it has to be fixed. So that's the light work in it all, okay? But love spells, that's dark work. That's shadow, dark work, okay? Leave it alone. Y'all have a great day. I am Queen Ashe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you to all my supporters. Y'all have a great day.